Hello, welcome back to the We Are City channel for another tactics video. Today, the tactics we used in Season 3 of our career mode. The 1-2-2-4-1 as I'm calling it. And also, we switch between this one and the start of the season where we set up with a 3-1-5-1. Both formations used by Pep Guardiola in real life. And that is why I have made a tactics video every time after every series. So you guys can look at the tactics and say, listen, this is how we do it. You can try it. Tell us how it goes. We'll start with this one, which we finished the season with, and then we'll develop into the formation we used at the start of the season as well. Both pretty attacking. And why we switch back to this one, which is very similar to the one we used in Season 1, with obviously a few changes, otherwise I wouldn't make the video. But we actually went back to this one with a few changes because of the injury to Yamal Musiala. Of course, Musiala was brought in Season 3, did his ACL in the first ever game for us, and in the end we had to change our formation, especially with a lot of injuries in the wide areas. But let's have a look at the starting 11 of this one. We actually have in real life in this one, or in real life, in this career mode, we have Haaland and Rodri out injured at the end of the season. This is what I've been using towards the end of the season. This is what we won the Champions League final with, and it's very similar, like I said, to the one in the Season 1, with a few changes, especially in these areas here. I'll talk about how amazing it has been in those areas. So starting off, we went with a goalkeeper, Edison. Formation-wise, we have gone like this, so you guys can look at that one, try and replicate it. So not a right centre-back and a left centre-back alongside a centre-back. We've gone with actually a right-back, a centre-back and a left-back. Very similar to the way we went with it on FIFA 23. This works so well because you can just create so many overloads in wide areas. Really, really massive overloads in these wide areas. What you do is, you knock the ball around with Stones, Foden, De Bruyne, Rico Lewis on this side. Then you get it back to Stones. You switch it quickly towards Guardiola along the back line. And their fullback will say, ooh, Guardiola, what's he doing? Their fullback will either come out to Guardiola and try and press him. And then you've got Doku free in space with no one around him. And you completely open them up. Or their midfielder comes out. Their midfielder will come across to Guardiola and press him. And you've got Eze in space, and the same on the other side, Foden in space or De Bruyne in space. For creating overloads, creating space for your players, this is probably the best formation, the best tactic I've used. So that is the formation, guys. Replicate it if you want. Look at that one, pause the video. That is the formation. If you want to create overloads in wide areas or central areas, this is the best tactic I've ever used for that. Let's look into tactics. So tactical vision, I've gone with custom. Press after possession loss. Team width 20. So that means we are quite narrow defensively. And depth-wise, 90, really, really high line, which can be an issue sometimes. You've got to play possession football, and you've got to learn to press well. Offensively, slow build-up, chance creation, possession, and width 80, very wide. And that means that those centre-backs slash full-backs that you play in those wide areas really do find good space. Really do find good space. Players in the box, just under 2 there. Players in the box, corners like that, and free kicks like that, getting the bodies in there. But yeah, you've got a left winger and a right winger. You've got 2 attacking midfield support and the striker. 2 holding midfielders in there, and then these 3 along the back line are very crucial, especially in the wide areas, Stones and Guardiola. You'll learn that you need to rely on your midfield, and you have to defend well. You have to learn not to dive into challenge, and you have to learn to press well. Let's just have a look at the tactics and the instructions so you guys know. So instructions-wise, an Edison is on balance, but I like to put on comes across as a sweeper keeper. Just make sure he helps out in that terms of we're playing a very high line. They're going to play balls in behind. Edison needs to be in that position. Diaz, everything all the same, the centre of the back. On the right side, your right back. Yes, a right back. You want him inverted and stay back while attacking. They'll still make attacking runs, but inverted and stay back while attacking. And the same on your left back. Inverted, stay back attacking. So they stay close to the midfielders, but they also, because of the width of the team, they drift wide as well. It's just a perfect balance. Honestly, guys, this tactic was brilliant towards the end of the season. Rico Lewis, you want him on cut passing lines, drop between defenders so he goes back into a sort of a right back position. So imagine this is a back 4 with Rico Lewis stepping into the midfield. That's the way it'll play. Deep line playmakers who'll come back and support them. And the same for Rodri it would be, but Zubimendi this time. Cut passing lines, cover centre, and deep line playmaker. Everyone balanced, so then he sometimes gets forward because you want him. You sort of sometimes when you do create those overloads, you get the ball in the wide area. You have possession high in the opposition area. You're knocking it around at the edge of the box, and you'll find space for someone like Rodri, who usually plays there to smash from the top corner because he's got that quality. He plays the whole midfielder. In front of your 2 attacking midfielders, you've got a left cam and a right cam. Eze is on getting the box and free roam. That is the only instructions for him, so he is going to drift here, there, and everywhere. He's an absolute goal-scoring machine, Eze, in this career mode, and he gets into the box as well because of that. Kevin De Bruyne on the right-hand side, you want him to drift wide so we can get into crossing situations, link up with Phil Foden out there. That means Rico Lewis can push a bit further forward. Stay on his edge of the box so we can get those shooting opportunities from outside the box. Stay forward because defensively, you want De Bruyne and Alvarez to press in sort of a 4-4-2 shape. So when you're defending, Rico Lewis stays in the midfield, but De Bruyne will stay alongside Alvarez, really push up against their back line and press them. Phil Foden, who's a right winger, you want him to stay wide, come back in defence and balance support, get into the box across. So he's going to get the goals for you, drifting inside there. Stay wide, stay in that byline, balance support so he can make runs in behind, he can come short, he can do everything you want him to do and come back in defence, help you out defensively because you'll need it. Come back in defence, the same for Jeremy Doku on the left hand side, stay wide, come short and also stay on the edge of the box as well. Similar to Foden's, apart from Docu's a more creative player than a finisher. And then Julian Alvarez up top, getting behind, or Haaland it would be, stay forward and stay central. It's crucial you put this player and this player on stay forward so they press. When you press him, when you lose possession, you need those two guys to stay forward. So we've used that for a lot this season. You can even play an actual fullback in that position. I've played Barco here plenty of times and been a bit more attacking in games. Akanji on the right side. Of course, Jack Grealish, I like to play him in here in the Eze role, or you can play him out wide as well. Savio's been fantastic for us on the left-hand side. Jan Kuto, he can play in this role, in the Rico Lewis role, so can Barco. Mateus Nunes can play here, or he can play further forward as well. He's one of those formations that Pep uses in real life, where you can do whatever you want. It's so fluid, everyone gets involved. And I've really, really enjoyed it in Season 3. Now, here's another formation that we start the season with that I'm going to show you as well now. Another one, which is one that Pep Guardiola has used. And this one is a very attacking one. And he's one that I'd say, not in the bigger games, but maybe in the games against the smaller teams where you can be a bit more expansive. I'd go with this one, especially if you want to create real overloads in the wide areas and you're not going to be doing too much defending. So this is the other formation, the other tactic we did use right at the start of the season, which was when I wanted to play and try and get Musiala, De Bruyne and Eze all in the same team. Musiala got injured and we started playing Alvarez here, Haaland up top, and then we decided to move back to the formation after we struggled defensively, because you can't play this formation in big games particularly. This is the way the formation looks, so goalkeeper, 3 centre-backs and your holding midfielder in front. That creates a little diamond there, with the centre-back being crucial in the holding midfielder, and then it's all up to that front 6 it is. 6 players in attacking positions to do the business for you. That is very, very expansive, very attacking. Tactics-wise, everything is the same as the other one. 20 team width and also 90 depth defensively. Press after possession loss. Slow build-up and possession-wise. 80 width, still staying wide. Plays in the box, everything exactly the same. The instructions slightly different, of course, the formation. And what you will create here is Eze and Doku combinations, De Bruyne and Foden combinations in wide areas. Musiala alongside Alvarez here, there and everywhere. And then Zubimendi, he's got support from on Diaz and Stones and Vardiol in that small box. And you sort of create a little defensive unit here in these 4. And then the rest, free roam. Do whatever you want. Create chances attacking. It's very, very attacking. Of course, with all these tactics, guys, let us know in the comments down below how it works for you. As for Diaz, no instructions for him, stays the same. Stones, you want him to step up when needed, be very, very aggressive. The same in the terms of Vardiol's positioning. Martin Zubimendi is going to be crucial, or Rodri, as you would play, crucial to this one. Cut passing lines and stay back while attacking. A deep line playmaker and cover centre. That he's crucial. If he doesn't play well, your whole team will struggle because he's at the base of everything. So Rodri is the sort of player you want to be playing there. As for this front 6, then we'll start off the right side. Phil Foden, you want him to come back in defence, stay wide, balance support, and get into the box. The same role as in the other formation. Kevin De Bruyne, very similar as well. Stay on the edge of the box, drift wide. And we want him to drift wide and create combinations with Phil Foden. So you can get Foden come inside slightly. Little 1-2 De Bruyne, and De Bruyne swings across in from the byline. That's the way it works. Musiala from the centre, he stays forward and presses alongside the striker. Gets into the box as well, and he free roams. He goes here, there and everywhere, Musiala, and links with everyone, drops deeper as well, alongside Zubimendi, creating chances, dribbling. A real driver of the ball, Musiala. So good at dribbling, so that's what you're going to want to use him for. Whoever you have in that position. Eze on this left-hand side, similar to Kevin De Bruyne, drift wide, stay on the edge of the box this time, and create with Doku. And what you want to do is really get Doku to pass it into Eze, and then Eze to play a ball in behind to Doku. Between their fullback and centre-back, Doku's in, and in behind there. Come back in defence, stay wide, balance support, stay on the edge of the box with the cross. Again, similar to Foden's this time, he's a bit more of a creator. Then Julian Alvarez, or Erling Haaland it would be, staying, getting behind, stay forward, and stay central on his tactics as well. These are the 2 formations I flip between. The first one I used quite a lot at the start of the season. The second one was when we got to the business end of the season and started playing bigger games. But I think when you really want to play expansive, you want to take it to a team. Maybe if you need to win 4 or 5-0, I would use this one. Now, I can't show you examples because we are in a career mode, but go and watch our career mode videos, guys. From the start of the season to the end of the season, you'll see how we use this formation and the previous formation and how they worked, the advantage, the disadvantage. This one has more disadvantages than the other one. The other one, I think, is the best formation I've used on FC24 in the whole game. I think it's been by far the best thing I've ever used. Let us know in the comments down below. Use these formations, use these tactics, please, and let us know how it works for you. Different players in different positions, different players playing their different signings. It will work differently, and I want to know how unique you managed to make it. Are there any tweaks that you make to the formation, any instructions or anything that works for you? Thank you very much for watching. Please do like the video if you haven't already. Please do subscribe to the channel if you are new. Try these Pep Guardiola tactics. I mean, I've seen him use this one, this very expansive one, many a times this season in the Premier League, when City really wanted to go for teams with 5 at the back, and it didn't always work. City sometimes out of form. We'll see you guys next time.